Testing, testing, testing the sound. Testing, testing, testing the
Looks
sound.
good.
All right, the sound is good. So I'm going to spend the first 5 minutes just talking to anybody that wants to talk, answering questions, kind of describing what we're going to be doing with these breathing exercises. And I appreciate your support. I am going to have a Facebook group that you can join that'll let you know like when I'm going to have these streams. I plan on doing a variety of things. As a yoga teacher, I always followed a very specific style. My background was in Ashtanga yoga. You can look that up if you want to know what it is really, but it's basically a very hard physical form of yoga that I did like all through my late 30s, all through my 40s. And, you know, that routine, that style, we do the same workout every single time. And I like training that way. And I am going to bring that style of training to the online training. But in the meantime, I have this opportunity to kind of create my own approach, my own style. So I can kind of break up yoga into all different. What's up, JPL Rides? How you doing? What's up, Ali Khan? How you doing? He says, I look relaxed. I'm getting there. Boom, buff still. But so we have 3.5 minutes to talk. I'm going to do 10 minutes of just breathing exercises today. So again, my background is in a very physical form of yoga where we don't really do any like solitary breathing exercises. The breathing is done in the practice. But I think for anybody, all of us are shallow breathers. All of us are stressed. So one way to alleviate stress is through a hard physical yoga practice, but another way is through breathing exercises, which anybody can do. So if you're compromised in any way, you know, you got a bad back, bad this, but whatever, you can't do a hard physical yoga practice, you can do this. If you can sit in a chair, you can do this. So I'm going to probably bring you through 2 or 3 or as many as 4 different forms of breathing. They're all pretty simple. And if you know me, like I'm not a mystical person. I don't really have like a mystical approach to yoga. I always started yoga. I started yoga really because I was depressed. Early 30s, late 20s, early 30s. I had depression. Like who the fuck doesn't, right? And my neighbor sent me to a great teacher, a guy named Brian Kest, who was just a very like regular guy type yoga teacher. And it really appealed to me. And I practiced really hard and regularly for, I don't know, 12 to 15 years. And, you know, I love the physical practice, but I never really got really deep into pranayama. Pranayama is just, I guess it's a Hindu word or a Sanskrit word for breathing exercises. But I don't look at it as anything mystical. I look at it as a couple of different things. One, we're all walking around stressed. Family, relationship, career, life in general accumulates stress. There's different ways to get rid of it. You can get rid of it through exercise, which not everybody can do. Again, if you're physically compromised for whatever reason, you can't do a hard physical yoga practice, you can do this. And I also feel like we are all shallow breathers. I like watching people, and I watch people breathe. They breathe into their chest. There's no right or wrong way to breathe, but ideally a natural breath starts at your belly, works to the middle of your body, and comes up into your chest and your throat. So instead of breathing with your chest, it's belly, midsection, and then upper body. I'll talk about that as we get into it. We got about 1 minute before we start these breathing exercises. So as we're doing these, what's up, Chris? How you doing? Can you do the breathing exercises while driving? You probably could, but there is like a tiny risk of you could get dizzy. I don't think you could pass out from doing this because you can stop at any point. Yeah, I'm drinking coffee and doing breathing exercises. It is what it is. This is modern fucking yoga. But this is just going to be a part of a series. My first video was for balancing, back bends, and twisting. That's a cool little, like, not even a 20-minute workout you can do. And this will be a breathing routine that you can always refer back to. We're going to start in about 30 seconds. You don't need any experience to do this. I'm sitting cross-legged because this is natural for me. I could do a full lotus easily, but I feel like I'm showing off when I do this, to be honest, straight up honest with you. And the only reason I can do this is because I've been doing this seated position since I'm a kid. We used to sit on the ground in martial arts. So you could sit in a chair, you could put a pillow under your butt, you could put your legs, you know, in like a semi cross-legged position, but there's no really ideal position to work from. And here we go. First thing we're going to do is called alternate nostril breathing. It's pretty simple. You can take your hand. You could either use your thumb and your ring finger. Some people teach that. I just make it easy. Use my thumb and my long finger. So you're going to pinch your nose, hold your breath. You're going to release one nostril, breathe through it. pinch your nose, hold your breath, release the nostril, breathe through it, but switching sides. So I'm just going to walk you through every step of it. We're going to do this for about 2 minutes. So first, you're going to pinch your left nostril, leave your right nostril open, and breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then pinch it and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release the other nostril, breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch the nostril, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release the other nostril, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the nostril, hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to walk you through it, and I'm going to do it with you. So breathe in, hold, switch nostrils, breathe out for 4. Hold. Breathe in through the other nostril. Hold. Out through the other nostril. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Always switching nostrils. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Let's do 30 more seconds. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. All right, easy enough. I actually already feel relaxed from doing that for 2 minutes. It's pretty amazing how much stress we walk around without even realizing it. Now we're going to do a square breathing, 4-count breathing. It's very similar to what we just did. We're going to breathe in for 4, all through the nose. Breathe out, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold for 4. And we're going to concentrate on the in-breath, letting the belly lift, and then to the center of the chest, the middle of the body, and then the chest. So it's all about trying to breathe from the ground up. That's a little mystical, right? But from the belly up, it's just 4 counts, square breathing, 1, 2, 3, 4. No pinching, no holding. Ideally, you do it through your nose. You can't breathe through your mouth. So breathe in for 4. Hold for 4. Breathe out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Now without the count. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. hold, breathe out. Hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out. Hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out. 30 more seconds. Hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out. Hold, breathe in, hold, easy enough. Square breathing and retentions. Again, this is just a primer. I'll do longer sessions in the future. This is just to give you an idea of how these work. Last thing we're going to do is called ujjayi breathing, which I don't really know what the English translation is, but if you watch an experienced yoga student or you watch me practice, you'll notice that I make a sound or a texture with the breath. You might be able to hear it through the microphone as I'm doing these exercises. So what this does is it helps you basically focus and concentrate while you're doing a physical yoga practice, but you can also do it as a standalone exercise, ujjayi breathing. It's like bringing a texture or a feeling or a sound to the breath. 100% helps you focus your mind so you're not thinking about other shit while you're practicing or while you're sitting here. So ujjayi breathing is about making a sound. So the easiest way to explain this to people is Darth Vader. Remember how, you know how Darth Vader sounds? Anybody can do that, right? Breathe in. Now you do that sound with your mouth closed. I always taught this breathing with a slightly longer than a natural breath. Your regular breath is always going to be sort of rushed, just the nature of life. So think about your natural breath and extending it by a second or two, maybe 20%, and then just running that breath in and out. All these exercises are very similar. So once you got the first two, you can probably do this last one. So we're going to do ujjayi breathing for barely 2.5 or 3 minutes, slightly longer than your regular breath, in breath, slightly longer than your regular out breath. No holding. You'll see I often put my hand on my belly. You don't have to do that. I'm doing that to remind myself to pull air from here, here, finally here. Ujjayi breathing. You probably should do these with your eyes closed. I want you to hear the breath. 30 more seconds. So realizing this is sort of a terse, very short intro to breathing, especially that ujjayi breathing right there, the third exercise. That's important because as we do physical training, as we're standing and doing postures, it's going to be your goal to cultivate that breath while under the duress, the stress of the postures. It's weird. I haven't done seated pranayama for a long time, and I feel like a little tingly. I feel pretty good. I need to do this more often myself. But I just wanted to do this really quick. So I will have a Facebook group where each video I'll have an accompanying, I'll have a video that will accompany this video and explain it a little bit better. So this is a really terse, short version. Let me say hello to everybody. All my regulars are out here. What's up, Delmar Barry? How you doing? You thought I was levitating? That's funny. Electric Rider says a lot of boxers do breathing techniques. Ali Khan says, Steve, is this similar to training your clients? Can you do a small tour of the gym? I mean, you're looking at the gym. This is the gym. I got dumbbells. I got kettlebells. I got a mat. I used to have I do have a barbell. I used to have a squat rack. So people, it's 10:34. I got to go. My student's going to be here soon. I have a 10:45 student. Alrighty, guys. More of this coming. Join the Facebook group. I'm going to call it Online Yoga with Yogi Steve. I appreciate your support. Have a great Sunday. See you all next time. That was fun, guys. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much.